Hello and welcome you all on behalf of iVoteIndia team. I am Kirtan. This is our tech solution to solve lost votes. Considering a personal scenario of a person who moves out from his home constituency to another location and still wants to vote from where he has moved to. This solution is based on Aadhaar linked system. So we have come up with few scenarios to explain the solution. Scenario 1 is a voter who has got enough infrastructure and computer knowledge. So in that case, what they can do is they can go and register themselves in our portal using a few of these information. They will be given a reference number once they register successfully. They can walk into any of the Aadhaar enrollment center and get themselves verified. If they get successfully verified, then they will get a eID, electronic ID, which is a QR coded and encrypted digital ID card. So if in case if they happen to have provided a wrong information, then their eID will be rejected. And if they don't have an Aadhaar, this is a forum to generate one for them. So that way one ID and one vote is also stressed among the concept. Scenario 2 is a person who doesn't or have no computer knowledge, probably a person from a remote area or a senior citizen, anything like that. So no problem. All they can do is take all the documents, come into an Aadhaar enrollment center. The personnel over there will be able to capture the registration details and scan and upload their documents and approve their request. The other steps of getting extra information, if they don't have one, and creating Aadhaar, everything remains the same. They get an electronic ID which will be sent to their registered address. If they happen to have no Aadhaar, then this is again an opportunity to create one. So what happens during e-ballot or e-polling? There will be designated e-vote polling station in every cities. So the migrant workers who are the migrant people who have already registered as an e-voters can go into the e-polling station with their eID and Aadhaar card, present themselves and get themselves verified. Once they have verified, then they can go to the iVote kiosk and then scan their QR code. They will get their personalized e-ballot screen, something looking like this, and they can choose their candidate and key in their OTP, and the voting is done. Let's talk a little bit about a technology architecture. This whole thing is built on an open source platform. The front end is using Angular, and there is an identity server and a API gateway manager which will try to identify the proper user and provide them necessary access according to what role they belong to and other stuff. Microservices which are highly scalable and can take up any number of load. Databases, they get synchronized among themselves, and the microservices also leverages the Aadhaar capability. This whole thing is on cloud architecture and they can scale according to the demand. A few things here. The application is running under Bluemix cloud environment under this URL, and these are the user credentials to log in and see the application. The GitHub source code is available in this particular location. So this is a fully automated polling system which we have kept it as a roadmap. So we won't be discussing now because this will enable a person to do a voting on their personal device. Few things to add into this when in the roadmaps, like this will have an artificial intelligence to identify the fraud and other things when the fully automated system is in place. Coming to the actual application, this is the portal, which if you can see, the portal is already under IBM Bluemix cloud environment. And there are few things here. If there's a new user, then they can register here. If they happen to have forgotten their password, then they can go and reset. There is also a help link where it will download a help document and then they can refer to that. This is a Word document which explains each and every step. There is also a video help here where they can view the video of how to use this application. Let's say if someone has already registered and they want to log in and provides a wrong credential, so then they will not be allowed to enter in. The prompt comes as failure. So if they successfully log in with proper information, so then they will see this screen which obviously says there is no active polling, and they will be notified and other things. So there is an update link if they want to update anything. So if they happen to have changed their mobile number, then they can go and update it off. So they will still get a reference number. They have to go and get themselves verified to be active on the change details. So this will only be available at a certain period of time. If there are any upcoming polling, then we will block them from going and updating these things, because there will be a real-time update going on to their home constituency on who registered and who has to be active on e-voters and not on the physical voting and other things. If they happen to have already verified, then this is the place where they can view their eID. They can print this, because this is exactly the same QR code which they have it on the physical card. This link won't be there in this portal, but just for the demonstration purpose, how it looks in the kiosk when the actual voting happens. As soon as they scan their QR code, they will see their personalized e-ballot. They can choose their candidate of choice, enter the OTP which is sent to their registered cell phone, and submit their vote. So this will say their voting has been recorded, and from there they will be automatically logged out from the kiosk, and then they will not be able to do anything after that. So that completes the polling process. In the portal, registration is with this registration form. They have to fill all these details. They can create their personal username and set a password and all those things. Once they submit this, then they get a reference number. So if they happen to have forgotten their password, then they can go and reset it here. So they can give their registered email ID, and then the password will be sent to that. So yeah, the other thing is about the source code. This is kept under the GitHub repository under the project name of iVoteIndia frontend. This whole application is running under IBM Bluemix cloud environment, wherein the scaling can be done dynamically. So at this point in time, it's running one instance, so we can increase the memory, we can see the billing, and we can see the activity feed, we can view the logs and all other metrics in this particular system. So that's all we had in this demo. Before we conclude, I would like to thank you for your time and coming us and viewing our application. So I hope you liked it. And also thank you so much Times of India for providing us such a marvelous opportunity. And also thanks to our mentors, Anshu Garg and Mohit Juneja, for constantly providing us with feedback and steering us in the right direction. And also to our technology partners, IBM and GitHub, who have provided all the necessary infrastructure and support so long. And also to our event lead, Mrutyunjay, who has been a constant support always. Thank you all.